This is my middle school science wildlife project. This is not the picture of Glade Run Creek, but it looks like it. This is my procedure. The first one was amphibians, the second one was reptiles, and the third one was the water chemistry tests. For amphibians, I spent 15 minutes down by the soccer field flipping over logs and rocks. I didn't find any salamanders. I spent 15 minutes in the back of the school flipping over logs and rocks, and I didn't find any salamanders there either. For reptiles, I spent 30 minutes down by the 7th and 8th grade soccer field looking for snakes in sunny areas. I didn't find any snakes though. Then I spent 30 minutes down at the 6th grade soccer field and I didn't find any snakes. For water chemistry tests, I tested water in class and then I saw if the water was okay. The next few slides are going to be based on my research wildlife questions. My first research question was, do frogs have gills? My second was, does dissolved oxygen affect the water and animals in the creek? My third one was, why do snakes shed their skin? I haven't really known the answer, so I decided to do that. Do snakes live in cold areas on the ground? That was my last one. My first water test was nitrate. The nitrate of the creek was good. The nitrate of the water that I tested was 0. You need to be below 1 for it to be good. The nitrate can cause a serious condition in fish called brown blood disease, which is harmful. Nitrate is the nutrition for plants and animals used in the building of protein, DNA, and RNA. You should cut down on using fertilizers or nutrients-rich soils often because they add a ton of nitrate to the creek, which can lead to dead fish. The Glade Run Creek water testing again, but this is for dissolved oxygen. A good number for dissolved oxygen is 5 up to 10 milligrams. The dissolved oxygen number for the creek I got was 9. The definition of dissolved oxygen is how much oxygen is in the creek for the fish to breathe. Dissolved oxygen is good for animals and the plants, which is a very good thing considering fish need oxygen to survive when they breathe it through their gills. The next one I did was leeches. This is a picture of a leech. They mostly eat insects, mollusks, and worms. The school campus is not really a good place because there isn't any water or streams for them to swim in. Leeches hook onto animals to move around, and they also slide like snails to move in the water. The head section is usually skinnier than the rear, but the body can change with movements. Snakes. The picture in the middle is a picture of a snake found by Mrs. Braver. Snakes eat smaller animals than itself because it swallows its whole prey. Whole. Snakes shed their skin because skin does not grow with the body. This is my research question. So it must shed to get to be the same size as the body, or else it would be very tight on its body. The area for a snake is good around middle school campus, and this was the snake that Mrs. Braver found. As you can see, it's just starting to shed its skin, and this is a rat snake. Salamanders. The picture in the middle that I found is a salamander, a 2-line salamander. And the area for campus is good, but I didn't find any salamanders. Salamanders eat insects, and they live mostly in areas that are moist because they must keep their body moist or else they would die. Frogs. This is a picture of a frog that my brother took, that I found. It is a picture of a green frog. The area in the campus is good for a frog because it is areas where it can jump in water if a predator comes by. The way I just learned this from April, the way to find the difference between a male frog and a female frog is to look right underneath their eye at that divot. If the divot is bigger than the eye, it's a male. If the divot is the same size or smaller, it's a female. The picture in the middle is a picture of a female green frog. Thank you for watching my science project.